Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, ready to start a new week of e-learning. I hope you guys all had a great weekend, and if you celebrated Easter, I hope that Easter bunny came and brought you lots of goodies, and maybe you got to go on an Easter egg hunt. And if you didn't celebrate, I hope you had a good weekend anyway. The weather was really nice. It was pretty warm yesterday. Anyway, I have a story for you, and it is called Three Hens and a Peacock. I've got a hen here to say hi. Hi. And the author of this book is Lester L. Laminack, and it's illustrated by Henry Cole. Hope you like it. Three hens and a peacock. Things were quiet on the Tucker farm. The cows chewed their cud. The hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop by to buy tomatoes or corn, perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there until that peacock showed up. The cows and the hen and the old hound kept right on doing what they'd always done. But that peacock had never lived on a farm. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and set to shrieking. Eventually, the peacock wandered down the road. When cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped for a closer look. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the peacock, and they all bought tomatoes and corn, eggs, and milk. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy peacock gets all the attention, and we do all the work. The peacock had heard every single word. For days he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Humph, clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? Was an idea. The three hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan! Yes, it's a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The peacock perked up. Let's do it, he declared. Tomorrow I'll stay here and sit on a nest and cluck. And we'll get all gussied up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. At sunrise the next morning, the hens strutted down to the road. The peacock marched right to the hen house and poked his head inside. The hens flocked by the road, waiting for a car. When they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But every car just whizzed right by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny henhouse door. His front half was in, his back half was out. Down by the road, those hens tried every chicken trick they knew. Still, no cars stopped. Finally, the peacock made it into the henhouse. He held his breath and pushed with all his might. But no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay a single egg. Not one. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. "What's that peacock doing in the henhouse?" asked Farmer Tucker. "Who knows?" said Mrs. Tucker. "And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not a one of them is up here laying eggs." "Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today," said Farmer Tucker. "We need that peacock down there stopping cars." When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you ever saw on a bird's beak. "I am helping," he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the cramped henhouse. Then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day! We couldn't get one car to stop. It's true. Why, most of them didn't even slow down. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. "I can tell you, I'm no good at laying eggs," he said. "I'm just not meant for it." One hen nodded. "I put on my stellar strut and even I couldn't stop a single car," she said. "I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks." The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens marched back to the henhouse. The peacock strutted down the road. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. And things were quiet again on the Tuckers' farm. Well, I thought that was a cool story. I hope you liked it. It talked about jobs, right? Everybody has a job to do. Well, you guys have a job to do today, okay? So you are going to do your independent reading like you should be doing every day and choose a book and just retell that story to someone in your house. You can retell it by talking about the beginning, the middle, the end of the story, the characters in the story, where the story took place, okay? There'll be a video on Etsy for you guys to watch about retelling. And you also have a journal writing to do today. We'd like to hear about your weekend. So write a little something, at least 2 sentences about what you did this weekend, but remember to use your conventions when you write, okay? You know what that is, right? Begin with a capital, space, end with a stopping mark, and stretch out those words and do the best you can. For math, boys and girls, you're going to go on a hunt, another hunt. You're going to go on a hunt around your house, and you're going to try to find different shapes in your house. You're going to look for a circle. You're going to look for a square. You're going to look for a rectangle and a triangle. You're going to do the best you can to find some shapes. Draw them and label them. And that's it. And there'll also be a little video for you guys to watch, a little song about shapes today. And again, that will be up on Etsby. So all your assignments will be there. And we look forward to seeing them for your mommies, daddies, taking pictures of the things you did today. And we want you guys to have a great Monday. We love you. And we'll see you soon.